To Manor Road Studio. This is the Free and Alive podcast and the Humanist Way. I kind of added that title to it. My name is Dale. I'll be with you for a few minutes. It's a great day to just give thanks for being alive, for the universe, for giving us the sun, fresh water, vegetation, and like I used to say every day, we should be thankful that the forest has given us the ability to inhale what they're exhaling, so we have life. Kind of means that we should learn how to live together and take care of the earth, the very thing that's given us life. The title of this today is Humanitarian Crisis. I was reading this morning about the situation in Ukraine and the 2.2 million people that have migrated into Poland. First, let's be thankful to the people of Poland and the Polish government for allowing this migration to even take place. Without them, I'm not sure what would have happened to these people. But it's pushed them to the brink of now their resources are stretched to the limit. Their ability to be benevolent is stretched to the limit. So even that has its own structural infrastructure issues that I'm not sure how much longer it can work. Because when you look at a country that is so benevolent and so welcoming to the people that are struggling to save their own life and their own livelihood and their children, but now it's infringing upon their way of life and their well-being. Now, I am not saying that Poland is pushing back. I'm just saying that they're on the brink of their own collapse as far as what abilities and what supplies that they have to help with. But again, I'm saying thanks to that. Now, why am I bringing that up? For about the last 4 or 5 years, there's humanitarian crises all over the world. I don't know that we're all aware of them. We're aware of the one in Ukraine simply because there's a war going on. But I'm not sure if you realize that there's many autocratic, ruthless dictators around this globe that treat their citizens, if you will, many of them as though they're property of the government that they can do with what they wish. Chris and I were talking just yesterday, and she's doing some work trying to expose, what's the right way of putting it, Chris? Genitalia mutilation. Female genitalia mutilation. Things here in America that we don't even hear about, nor do I think that we want to hear about, yet they exist throughout the world. All right, let me bring you to the point of this. I've been saying this all along, that in America right this minute, Ukraine, I think we're already starting to burn out a little bit, but my fear was that when this invasion of Ukraine happened, we were all on board. We're seeing the amazing bravery of these people. We're endearing ourselves to them because of the struggles. I mean, we're watching women and children walk for 100 miles in freezing temperatures just to try to save their families. We can't help but to feel that pain for a moment. And then after that moment, we go back bitching about high gas prices because we've got nice fancy cars to drive. There's people around the world that don't even have that. You know, we also talk about the 1% of the wealthy in America that don't pay their fair share of taxes. What you might not know is in America, we're the 1% to the rest of the world. Hello? Soak on that for just a minute. Did you know that 2/3 of the global population does not have access to clean drinking water? Yet we water our lawns all day long with fresh water so we can have beautiful lush grass. I am not sitting here saying there's anything wrong with that. So if you try to twist my words and say that I am, then you're wrong. What I am saying is this: we have so much to be thankful for, yet we always seem to find the little things to complain about that the rest of the world would love to have. Now let's go back to humanitarian crisis. Do you remember 3 or 4 years ago when there was all the fuss about our southern border? You remember it well. Build the damn wall. Okay? Now, before I go any further, If anybody, and I challenge you on this, if anybody wants to ascribe to me that statement that I just made, oh, you must be a damn Democrat, don't go there. I'm talking about a humanitarian crisis. Okay? Stay with me. So you remember the southern border. I'm not even saying that we shouldn't have a wall at the southern border. What I am saying is this. I've got the documentation. There were 5.9 million people that fled the repulsive regime in Venezuela. 5.9 million. These people walked for months. The majority of them died of starvation, heat, exhaustion, no medical supplies. Bandits raided and killed them. Few did make it to host countries. Get this. Here are host countries that were willing to help these migrants. Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Peru. You heard that right. America's not on there. Do you remember why we weren't on there? Do you remember the narrative that we were being spun? That these people were what? Murderers and drug dealers. Really? Murderers and drug dealers? These people were trying to escape a repulsive regime that was trafficking children, trafficking women, because they were the property of the government. All these people were trying to do was save their families. And we said no. I'm not here to debate, did America do right or did America do wrong? All I'm saying is there are crises going on around this world. No, we can't be the world police. But I tell you, and I think people that are around me on a daily basis or read my post on social media, when my cancer came back in July 2018, I honest to goodness thought I was dying then. And it kind of forced a total life reset, a mental reset, if you will. Now all of a sudden I realize that there's so many resources in this world that there shouldn't be humanitarian crisis going on. Yeah, we do see the one with Ukraine blasted all over the news, but I tell you this, I have a feeling over the next week or two, even the news media will get tired about talking about Ukraine. Now, the war is probably going to go on. Ukraine, I hope this doesn't happen, but Kyiv will probably fall. And life just goes on for us. Still, there's going to be people trying to escape Rwanda. There's going to be people trying to escape Haiti. There's going to be people trying to escape the cartels in Venezuela and Colombia and Mexico. And we're not going to be the host country to welcome these people. I don't have the answer. And I'm not telling you just open your doors and open the floodgates. I'm not saying that. Here's what I am saying. We've got to do more than expect our government to handle these human crises. We really do. We are the humanitarians that can make a difference. I think we've got to invite people to the table. Have discussions, open discussions. We've got to put aside any religious affiliations, all of them. We've got to put aside our political affiliations, all of them. And we've only got to think about these people that are trying to make their lives better. Here's one more thing I want to talk to you about. Let's say that you're a parent and you've got a son that drives a 2015 red F-150 4x4. And you see on the news that a wreck just happened and a young man was killed in a 2015 red F-150 4x4 in the area that your son could have been in. You're scared to death. You're praying to God, please spare my son. Then you get the phone call that it wasn't your son. Oh, thank you, God is good. Now, you snap back to reality real quick and realize that, oh, the young man that did die is somebody else's son. But we can't feel that pain, can we? That's what I'm trying to tell you today, is there are people out there that are dying in masses just so maybe a member of their family can survive and have a better life. So as free countries all over the world, I'm saying we can do better. If you respond to this, please don't make this post political, because it is not. This is a human outreach. I'm honestly asking for suggestions on what can we do to make a difference. Like I said the other day, maybe we're only one voice, but 2 weeks ago that one voice was 650. Now we're 754. So we've grown 102 people in 2 weeks, which lets me know that whatever we're doing, more people want to hear about it. So I want to hear from you. Talk to me about this humanitarian crisis. Let's start the dialogue, the conversation. Like I said, I do not have the answers. I don't think our world governments have the answers. But I think together we can find one.